If you are wondering why your Facebook's automated rules aren't necessarily working ever since iOS 14.5 update, well, I have what you need to do to get your rules working again, and a few hacks if you stay till the end of the video to get you in a better place, so stay tuned. Hey guys, my name's Chris Morano, Chief Executive Officer, founder of Blue Water Marketing, founder of a few other e-commerce brands, and Facebook ads is something that I am very familiar with because I've been a media buyer for years before starting my own agency. And in this video, like I mentioned, we are going to be breaking down Facebook's automated rules because previously they were a really great way to make sure that your ad account, your campaigns, your ad sets, and your ads we're all performing based on the metrics that you've set forth. Now, the change that's taken place is that the attribution for Facebook based on the iOS 14.5 update, well, let's be real, it stinks. So what's happening is that because attribution and because timeframes and campaign attributions aren't necessarily lining up, campaigns are being thrown into a mess. And in this video, we're breaking down why your Facebook automated rules aren't working and what to do instead. So if you're watching this video, you know what automated rules are, so let's not get into it. But as you can see on my screen right here, this is a brand new ad account. And what we're finding is that automated rules based on attribution windows are terrible. So any rule that you previously had set on a time range of anything more than 7 days will not work. So any automated rule that you have set that has a time frame longer than 7 days, you need to start over. You need to create new rules based on a 7-day time frame. The days of a 28-day attribution window, well, unfortunately, they are gone. So in terms of quantifying the results, it's going to be harder on a 7-day window than it was on a 28-day window. And with the rules, you need to remember that all of the data is coming through within 7 days based on results, ROAS, click-through rates, CPMs, whatever those are going to be on a 7-day window, no longer a 28-day window. So my recommendation for this is to go into every single rule you have ever created and make sure that it's on 7 days. Fortunately, once you create the rule, you're not able to edit it, so you're going to have to start over. Now, in regards to other rules that might not be working, we're finding that all of our rules that were set based on value aren't working any longer. So because attribution between Shopify, WooCommerce, WordPress, any site out there is starting to not work so well, that's giving Facebook a really challenging time to base ROAS as a rule. So any ad that is getting a less than a 3x ROAS within a day gets turned off. We're finding that that just gets turned off immediately because there isn't any return on ad spend being attributed to our ads. And that's due to conversions and privacy and the APIs and what Facebook is basically trying to fix. If you guys are finding this video useful, go ahead, smash that like button, and let's get back into it. So, my recommendation is within the conditions, anything that you have that is going to be website purchase ROAS is greater than 3 needs to just be eliminated. You're going to need to delete this, and what we're starting to do is attribute the baseline KPIs to our rules. So as you can see, instead of doing a website conversions based on conversion data, ads of payment information based on the metapixel, what we're going to do is set a frequency rule anytime it's greater than 2.5 within the last 7 days continuously. And I don't care if we get notified or not, it will just set. So that means anytime someone sees the ad more than 2.5 times, that ad set gets turned off. So instead of using conversion values and ROAS as a rule, you want to start to switch to more normal baseline KPIs. So as you can see in this, we've set up a rule where there's anytime a frequency gets over 2.5 within a 7-day window, we want to decrease our ad spend by 25%, meaning our ad spend is too high. We're not necessarily getting the results because we're duplicating the feed, or we're showing the consumer our ad over 2.5 times, which is more than necessary. If they haven't purchased within a top of the funnel ad after seeing our ad 2.5 times, well, then it's time to decrease that budget. So we have it set at 25%. Once every 12 hours, our minimum daily budget floor, meaning it won't decrease less than $50, is set at that frequency 2.5 times within a 7-day window, and it will reset daily. So we save that rule. If you guys are finding this video useful so far, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, add a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them, and the YouTube algorithm loves to see engagement. So leave a comment below. I'll answer that for you. So anytime there's a conversion value rule set where we are setting based on conversion value, that one is another rule that you're going to want to figure out what are some other KPIs that you can utilize to change out that rule. So basically, long story short, any rule set with a conversion value is no longer applicable. So as we keep going through our rules and rechanging everything, resetting everything from a 28-day window to a 7-day window, and removing all of the value-based rules, we're starting to clean up our ad accounts. Now, if those attribution sets are not set at the campaign and ad set level, they are not going to work. You're going to need to recreate those. So for example, we're going to do a CPC is greater than $2, and that's set to all active campaigns. But then if we have another ad set level rule, they're going to fight with each other. So we need to make sure we're setting these at the specific levels and we're not having any overlap. Otherwise, those attributions will not be set. So with this, get rid of the lifetime impressions. Again, time range, 7 days, running daily. Don't want an email, create. So unfortunately, we already deleted all of ours. We need to reset all of these rules. Rules with same day attribution windows will also not work. You're going to have to recreate these at a 7-day window. So, the common stop loss rules, they don't work anymore. If you're not hitting X% or X growth by this time of the day, turn it off based on maximizing your budget. Don't work. Unfortunately, all of these rules based on conversion values and effectiveness don't work. So we have to go back to the basics. CPCs, CPMs, impressions, frequency, those baseline metrics are going to be key now in at least being able to maximize your budget. So as these rules start to kick in and you start to see when your ads are being triggered, when these rules are being triggered, it's really important to continue to optimize the data. And Facebook ads have become more challenging for all of us. We all are aware. Rules historically were a great way to manage budgets and increase budgets based on certain metrics. They just aren't the same anymore. So Facebook ads continue to be more challenging, and this is just another piece of the puzzle. I wish I had better news for you guys, but I do have some good news. What we are finding is that bid caps and cost caps are actually working pretty well in place of conversion value rules. So go ahead, click this video up here where I break down cost cap, bid cap to determine which ones are going to be most effective for your business. I hope you guys found this useful. I hope, even though I'm the bearer of bad news, that you're understanding at least start by transferring everything from a 28-day to a 7-day. You can't just do it. You have to duplicate them, recreate those rules, and try to start eliminating the conversion value rules because there's just not enough true data piggybacking between our websites and Facebook to establish actual ROAS. So make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. I really hope you guys found this video useful. It's just a tough time right now with Facebook ads. So if you're interested in search engine optimization, click this video, hit subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.